Hello and welcome to Library Connection. I'm Mandy Cantrell, Youth Services Director at the B.B. Comer Memorial Library here in Sylacauga. I'm very excited about the program today, and before I get started, I want to be sure and thank TV47 and Robert especially for all they do to help us put on this program to let you know things that are going on in the community that are connected to the library. Today, I'm very excited. I have Suzanne Lacey, who is the Superintendent of the Talladega County School System, and Philip Cosper, who is Assistant Transportation Director. Is that correct? Yes. Thank y'all so much for being here today.
Thank you for the invitation.
Great. We're going to talk about the rolling study halls. And how this came about is one of your bus drivers, Karen, came in one day to get some books, and she was just telling me, I drive one of the rolling study halls. And I said, what is that? And she was telling me all about it, and it is fascinating. What a wonderful way to help children. So right off the bat, what is a rolling study hall?
The Rolling Study Hall is a project that we have been engaged in now for a year. We were approached by Google as members of the League of Innovative Schools to be part of this very novel idea. And the whole purpose for the Rolling Study Hall is to ensure that our students have an opportunity to connect to Wi-Fi on the way to school and on the way home. From that particular situation, we actually have an onboard tutor that works with the students for homework purposes, reading purposes, any type of academic support that they may need. They now have a wonderful onboard tutor that rides to school and also home in the afternoon.
That is wonderful. I bet that was quite a process, equipping all your buses with Wi-Fi.
Yes.
It was. But how many buses do you have now?
We have 16 rolling study hall buses equipped with Wi-Fi, and we're so excited about that. And our drivers have embraced it. They love it. They love the extra person on board to work with the students.
That is great. I think it's great because I guess sometimes we tend to think everybody has Wi-Fi at home, but everybody doesn't. Or everybody may have a phone, but they can't connect laptops and things like that.
That's exactly right. We have surveyed our parents and have found that about 68% of our parents do have connectivity at home. We wanted to make up the difference for the students that don't. So the Wi-Fi on buses, we felt like would be an opportunity to really keep our students connected. Talladega County Schools is one of the first systems throughout the state of Alabama to have a 1-to-1 student-to-computer ratio. So all students have Chromebooks, grades 3 through 12. Our younger students are using some different devices, but eventually we'll also have Chromebooks. So the opportunity to keep them connected during a very long bus route, and I might add, these are the routes that are at least an hour long, has been a super idea to help promote academics. We are also seeing decline in disciplinary referrals on the school bus, and also an improvement in grades and attendance.
That is awesome. And I think it's wonderful for these students to learn how to use their time wisely. I mean, that is an hour.
Absolutely. And we wanted to make the most meaning of that hour, because riding on a school bus for an hour can be a pretty mundane task. So with the assistance of the technology and also the onboard tutor, we have found this to be a wonderful combination to support student learning.
That is great. I know the younger children, you said, have a device at school, but not to carry with them. I completely understand that. But I'm sure they need help spelling words, things like that, and they're learning from the older children.
Absolutely, and just the connection with books. Sometimes in this day of technology, we often think about books not being important, but the physical structure and having a book in your hand is still so important to learning. So many of our younger students are engaged in just reading and their favorite books. And you mentioned our bus driver coming in to check out books, and they do such a super job of providing additional resources to make sure that that learning is fluid throughout that hour process.
That is wonderful. I know she was very excited. That's why I wanted to know so much more about it, because she was very excited about it. Discipline, I'm sure. I mean, besides the benefits of getting your homework done and having the Wi-Fi, discipline referrals are down. Is that correct?
Well, it keeps the students engaged.
Right.
And, idle minds, idle hands, active hands. And so it keeps the students engaged, it keeps the students learning, and growing up, I love to be read to, and so when the aide is reading a book on the bus, the kids are into it, and if the aide doesn't finish the doesn't finish the book, I want to know what happens if I'm driving the bus.
That's
So,
right. That's right.
So it does reduce the discipline a whole lot because the kids are more engaged.
Mandy, I might add our child nutrition program, when we were working to plan the Rolling Study Halls project, they stepped right up and they said, well, we want to provide a snack for students in the afternoon. So that's also another feature that has been very important to provide a nutritious snack for students during that hour drive.
That is true. I don't want to do my homework until I've had a snack and
Absolutely.
I'm full. That is great. Well, you've met all of those needs right there. That is wonderful.
Yes.
How have the students, have they embraced it, the parents, the teachers, everybody?
I think it's been a very popular project for all of the parties that you mentioned. I think many of the benefits from what we're seeing may not be fully academic, and I hear this a lot from our drivers and also our tutors. Sometimes students just need that opportunity to talk, to connect with an individual, and what better way to do that than through an hour-long drive. There are many relationships that have been made and also strengthened as a result of this very novel project.
That is wonderful. I mean, that's what it's all about too. It's not just the grades and everything.
Absolutely.
But that is wonderful. So you said you have 16 now. Do you think there's some plans to do more, or as I know it all takes money? I know.
Absolutely.
It does, and we have a wonderful superintendent and wonderful board, and so we work with them closely, and as monetary allows, we will move forward.
That's great, but everybody loves it. So.
Yes, last year we were so fortunate to have the 6, and that was really by virtue of our partnership with Google, Khajiit, and some other tech partners. So this summer, well, really the end of the school year, Dr. Osman, our deputy superintendent, and I were talking about expanding the program and how we might be able to do that. And within a moment's notice, transportation, Mr. Cosper, Mr. Jack Jackson, our director of transportation, stepped up to the plate and said, we can do this. We want to add 10 additional routes for this wonderful project. So that really exceeded my expectations for year 2. So we have now set precedent. So this year we've added 10. So I hope in the coming years we can actually add as many more and have all of our long distance routes covered through this project.
That's true. That's true. I don't know what we all would do without our partners like Google and other people you talked about. That's a wonderful thing. We partner with a lot of people at the library and are very grateful for that.
Yes, not only do they have a wonderful idea, but they certainly monetarily helped us to make it a reality this past year. And continue to support us just through conversation and interest. And of course, this is not a very common project throughout the nation. So we are thrilled to have the first in the state of Alabama. And from time to time, we are able to connect with other partners that are also doing this in other states.
Right. And I'm sure it will grow because it's been a success here. And
Yes.
you've kind of worked the bugs out maybe, as they say, when you pilot something. That's great.
Absolutely.
That is wonderful. Well, what else is coming up for buses in the future? You have a new bus fleet or something?
Oh, we are so excited. We're coming on board this year with 75 brand new buses.
Oh, goodness.
And that will make our fleet, 90% of our buses will be less than 3 years old.
Oh, that's amazing.
So thanks to, again, our superintendent and our board, that is phenomenal. That's one of the best fleets in the state. Our new buses are coming equipped with new safety features. The first one on all standard buses now coming from International is the electronic stability control. I know you have that on cars where you turn tight corners and it kind of takes over. Imagine that with a bus over 40 feet long.
Goodness.
And so it has sensors that will control speed and direction. If there's any sudden changes with direction, it will take over. It will cut power to the engine and it will take over the braking. So, you know, if you're hydroplaning or coming into a curve too fast. On our high traffic buses on 21, 280, and 77, we have opted to go with active collision mitigation. And what that is, it's kind of like a radar on the front of the bus with cameras, and it judges the cars and the traffic in front of you, and it will actually slow down the bus and give drivers warnings. Oh, good. Hey, you're too close to this vehicle, and if it happens too quickly, the system will actually shut the engine off and stop the bus.
Wow, that's great. I forget when you say that many buses and all that, the county is large.
Yes.
And you do travel 280, 2177, those very busy
Yes, ma'am.
routes.
We have 111 routes. We're adding one route, so 112 total routes.
Goodness, that's great. Well, I just appreciate what y'all are doing to help our children learn, but then also to keep them safe. And we're going to pause for a commercial break and come right back and talk with some other people who are actually on the rolling study halls. So hope you'll join us.
Hot under the collar because your basement is full of water? Call a local company you can trust. Ox Foundation Solutions. We use the most advanced water management system to stop water from invading your basement for good. Things feeling a little uneven at home? Ox Foundation Solutions will fix your uneven concrete sidewalk, driveway, or basement in no time. Ox Foundation Solutions has the best plan to keep your home safe. If you are experiencing any issues with your sidewalks, basement, crawl space, or foundation, get a free estimate from Ox Foundations.
Coosa Valley Medical Center, one of the top 10 hospitals in Alabama, is also Silicaga's largest employer. Services from the emergency room, to surgery, to cancer treatment, to post-stroke care. You won't believe what's right in your backyard. It's Coosa Valley Medical Center in Silicaga. So, if you're sick in Alabama, choose one of the top 10 hospitals in Alabama. That is Coosa Valley Medical Center.
Marble City Pharmacy in Silicaga is your destination for the highest quality health care. Our knowledgeable pharmacists are always available for questions about your medications or advice on taking over-the-counter products and supplements. Our friendly staff can assist you in choosing from our full lines of compression hose and medical equipment. And don't forget our gift department. We have a great selection of unique gifts for every occasion. Stop by and see us today. Marble City Pharmacy, here for life.
Don't crack under the pressure of foundation issues. The certified specialists at Ox Foundation Solutions can permanently fix foundation problems at the best price guaranteed. And did you know, moisture and unsafe air from your crawl space can infiltrate your home, causing health hazards and high utility bills. Ox Foundation Solutions has the best plan to keep your home safe. If you are experiencing any issues with your sidewalks, basement, crawl space, or foundation, get a free estimate from Ox Foundations.
Hello and welcome back to Library Connection. I'm Mandy Cantrell. I've been talking with some people from the Talladega County School System about their rolling study halls. We talked with the two people who, the superintendent and the assistant transportation director, who could tell us how they got started. Now we're going to talk to the people on the bus. So Ashleigh Waldrop is a teacher, and then Karen Rushing, who is one of the bus drivers, have joined me today. Would you ladies tell who you are and what school you teach at and things like that? Tell us about yourself.
My name is Ashleigh Waldrop. I'm a 6th grade math teacher at B.B. Comer Elementary School.
Okay.
We're pre-K through 6, but our buses also serve kindergarten through 12.
Oh, okay. All ages.
Correct.
Okay. And Karen.
And I am Karen Rushing. I drive for Talladega County. Been driving for 8 years now.
Okay.
So
you were involved with the rolling study hall when it first started, right?
yes, ma'am.
Oh,
We both were.
right. The way this whole program started is Karen came in one day. She was looking for easy reader books, and we were talking, showing her the books, and she said, yes, I drive one of the rolling study halls. And I said, what is that? And she was telling me about it, and you were very excited about it, I think. That's neat. She was in to get some books, I guess, for you to read.
Correct.
For your
Correct.
students. So what actually goes on? I mean, the children get on the bus and take it from there. What happens? I know there's a snack involved in there, things like that.
The snack's actually in the afternoon.
Okay, yeah,
In the
that's
morning,
right.
they will get on, and Karen and I both greet them. And I'll start with, do you have anything you need to work on? Do you need help with anything? At this point, starting year 2, I have a coworker that shares the bus route with me.
Right.
But she just had a baby on Friday, so she couldn't be here. But
It's you for a while.
correct.
For a
But
little
the
while,
two
yeah.
of us will, communicate the students' needs because we know them at this point.
Oh, that's true.
So we've built a relationship with them and been able to identify what they need exactly from us. So even if they don't have homework per se or something like that, we can still give them intervention through their Chromebook and our support within their seat, or as she was getting the books, you know, we read to the little ones and have them read to us. So
That is really neat.
yes, ma'am.
That's one thing I had not thought about until we talked about in the first segment is the relationship. I guess I should have thought the bus driver has a relationship with them, but then you both are there because you're actually able to be, sit with them and everything. That's wonderful. Well, now, Karen, how has this changed how your bus ride was before? A lot of changes.
A lot of changes. The children, the discipline in one. It's just, I haven't done a discipline referral in over 2 years.
Oh,
And,
that's wonderful.
Just having the extra set of eyes on the bus and someone to help just, watch the children, it makes a difference.
That is great. Discipline, I can understand. I would hate to be I hate to be in a car for 45 minutes with nothing to do, really. But now teaching them to use their time wisely, that is awesome. And you said there's a snack after school.
Correct. We have some students that will go and pick that up for us from outside of the lunchroom in the afternoons. And they usually have a fruit option, juice. We have pizza Sundays.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah, they'll have hot pizza Sundays. And on days it's cold, they really appreciate having that hot option in the afternoon. And cereal and Pop-Tarts. I mean, it really varies, but they're excited about having that. They get on with their hands out like, what snack today?
Yes. Well, you said some of them have an hour or hour and a half drive home, or ride home. That's a long way.
Yes,
and
ma'am.
a lot of time. But what have the kids said about it? Did they like the rolling study hall? Did they like being connected to Wi-Fi? I know they like having somebody read to them and things like that. Anything?
I think at first they were reluctant to have us on the bus. You know, they're with us in the classroom all day long, and now that free time that they get with their peers on the bus in the afternoon is filled with instruction as well. Right. So I think several of them were reluctant, and I heard a little reluctancy from some parents as well. You know, he decompresses on his way home, and what not. But at this point, I think they've all been able to see the benefit in the academic as well as the non-academic, and us being able to build a community. We have a bus community, and we're the leaders, and we have all our little people that and they know we love them, and they love us at this point. So it's changed. It's evolved since it started.
That's great. Have you seen grades improve as a teacher? Have you?
We have, and motivation per se. That relationship changes how my students in my classroom are with me. So the first year there were a few children on the bus that Miss Hester, my coworker, and I had in our 6th grade classrooms.
Okay.
And the respect and the rapport between the student and us definitely changed. And we build that bond of picking them up from their house, and we know kind of an idea of what's going on in their personal life. Our job isn't as restricted as the classroom is. We have standards to teach, and we've got to get them done. But on the bus, we're able to have that personal, social, emotional connection with them. So,
that's great. And that's one part I had not thought about until y'all came today. That's great. I guess I was thinking, and I think you even maybe commented at the library that day, a lot of the kids that are involved in after-school activities are seeing a need, especially as they get older. Okay, I've got this hour. I can get my homework done. So when I have soccer or whatever, do you see that to be true there?
And then they have the help there to help them get it done too.
because mamas have to work, dads have to work, and they have that extra support that they may not have at home because their parent is working outside of the home in the afternoons.
Or if they're taking a higher math, if they're in high school, I couldn't help. Really, a lot of parents couldn't. And I know you travel a long way. If you're going an hour and a half, not everybody has Wi-Fi, or either can't afford it or can't get it because they live so far. And I have to throw in here, I was telling you about this, we have mobile hotspots that you can check out from the library, keep them for a week, and so if you're not able to get your homework done or work done or whatever you need, they are very big. People love them, but they're available. When y'all are not running on Saturday and Sunday, maybe that would work, but that is great. Well, we're going to pause for another commercial break, and we'll come right back and talk some more with Ashleigh and Karen.
Hot under the collar because your basement is full of water? Call a local company you can trust. Ox Foundation Solutions. We use the most advanced water management system to stop water from invading your basement for good. Things feeling a little uneven at home? Ox Foundation Solutions will fix your uneven concrete sidewalk, driveway, or basement in no time. Ox Foundation Solutions has the best plan to keep your home safe. If you are experiencing any issues with your sidewalks, basement, crawl space, or foundation, get a free estimate from Ox Foundations.
Coosa Valley Medical Center, one of the top 10 hospitals in Alabama, is also Silicaga's largest employer. Services from the emergency room to surgery to cancer treatment to post-stroke care. You won't believe what's right in your backyard. It's Coosa Valley Medical Center in Silicaga. So, if you're sick in Alabama, choose one of the top 10 hospitals in Alabama. That is Coosa Valley Medical Center.
Marble City Pharmacy in Silicaga is your destination for the highest quality health care. Our knowledgeable pharmacists are always available for questions about your medications or advice on taking over-the-counter products and supplements. Our friendly staff can assist you in choosing from our full lines of compression hose and medical equipment. And don't forget our gift department. We have a great selection of unique gifts for every occasion. Stop by and see us today. Marble City Pharmacy, here for life.
Don't crack under the pressure of foundation issues. The certified specialists at Ox Foundation Solutions can permanently fix foundation problems at the best price guaranteed. And did you know, moisture and unsafe air from your crawl space can infiltrate your home, causing health hazards and high utility bills? Ox Foundation Solutions has the best plan to keep your home safe. If you are experiencing any issues with your sidewalks, basement, crawl space, or foundation, get a free estimate from Ox Foundations.
Welcome back to Library Connection. I'm Mandy Cantrell. I'm talking with Ashleigh Waldrop, who teaches 6th grade at Comer, and with Karen Rushing, who is a bus driver with Talladega County Schools system. And you said you've been a bus driver for how long?
8 years.
8 years, okay. Were you one of the original 6 buses to pilot the program?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, wow. Well, that was quite a change. I don't, maybe you were excited about it, I don't know. Any kind of change is different, I think.
I was a little nervous about it to start with, but
sure.
I loved it. Still love it.
Good. Well, they say you go above and beyond, because I know you were in the library on your own time checking out books for, what, a little girl who enjoyed books or wanted some more books? Yeah, that's
She wanted some Pete books.
Oh, Pete the Cat, yes. Everybody loves Pete the Cat. Well, that is great that you were able to do that, to come and do that. Ashleigh, you teach 6th grade, so you're right there in the middle, and you're able to help younger children and then older children, high school?
Both ends. Both
Great.
ends.
That's good. Did you have to have any special training, or either one of you, for this? Just
No.
You already knew how to drive a bus, and you know how to teach, so that's great. Do you have any stories of kids, parents, teachers, anything?
Like you said, our little kindergarten girl, she's new on the bus route this year. She and her sister did not ride with us last year. So their experience on the bus has always had the teacher there. And they both are readers. The older sister's in 2nd grade, and she can read on her own. But the little one, she likes to be read too. She likes to look at the pictures. And so I'll usually sit across the aisle from her and turn in the aisle toward her, and I hold the book upside down so she can see it, but I'm reading upside down, and I'm following the words, and we had last year begun storing books on the bus in containers so that we always had something in case, technology fails sometimes.
It does.
And our little ones don't have the technology or the equipment to use like our older kids do. So we managed to rotate those books in and out.
That's great.
By going to the school library, her going to the city library, and we've added math like flashcards and bingo cards on Fridays when they don't have homework. We'll play bingo for candy or whatnot, and we'll do multiplication fact races and stuff. I mean, it's not just reading and eyes on the computer. It's just a lot of, what can we do to make their experience on the bus more educationally sound for them, you know,
Yes.
because it is still an extension of the school.
It is, it is. Well, it sounds like you ladies go above and beyond to do more than you're actually required to do, but because you love the students, that's great. That's what every teacher, that's what every school needs and every bus needs is somebody like that. Do you see that the kids help each other, maybe with their Chromebooks or
They
peer
do.
tutoring, maybe?
Peer tutoring, especially when you know, the year is going. It's not the beginning, it's not the end, we're not near a holiday. The younger students have their fluency passages and they have to be timed, or we have to figure out how many words they read per minute. And I will pull older kids from, you know, the back that maybe not have anything, they don't have anything scheduled they have to do, and put them in a seat with the little ones. And so I'll start the timer for all of them and they'll all start reading at the same time, and I've got big ones' hands popping up, you know, letting me know that this one's done, that one's done, so I can write their time down, or I can go check their words per minute and write that down for them. And they're able to get off the bus and mom can spend time with them that's not a school, you
It's
know,
not
related
homework.
thing. Yeah,
Yeah,
because I'm
yeah.
a mom too, and I know, you know, after being there all day, it's really hard to get them to be motivated in the afternoon when they're back in their environment of home.
That's true. That's true. Well, that is just awesome. So you said you've had the kids like it, the parents like it. Do you find your kids are, a lot of them don't have Wi-Fi, but are some of them involved in after-school activities, and find that they are finding time now to do that, or not so rushed at night?
We have a lot that's involved
We
in
do.
sports, and so yeah, it benefits them.
That's
a
great.
lot of band members bringing their big instruments on the bus,
Oh, yeah.
you know. And we're at the ball games every Friday night in the stands watching them and cheering them on. So
That is just a family.
It
That's
is.
great.
It is.
That's great. Because you want your kids to be involved in things. To me, that makes you well-rounded, especially music or sports, things like that. But it's hard to get your homework done and do that, or you don't want to go to play a game and then come home and try and do homework the next day. So that is great. Well, do you have any friends that ask, any other bus drivers or any of your co-workers that ask you, how's that going? I might, you know, do I want to do that sometime?
We have a bus that has just started this month,
Oh, okay.
and so they're coming and asking questions. You know, what can we do to? So we've been sharing some of our resources with them.
Oh, I bet you have. Well, that's great. Well, it does take a whole community to do all of this, doesn't it? Gosh.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, I just appreciate you ladies being here. And Karen, thank you so much for coming to the library to start
Thank
this whole
you.
process. That was great. We appreciate what you do. I know the students do, and the school system, the parents, the teachers, everybody, because it seems to have made a big difference in the children's lives and everyone else. So thank you for coming, and everyone else that was here today. Thank you for coming, and hope you will join us. Come see us at the library sometime and join us next time on Library Connection.